were you guys seeing is some of the maybe breakdowns last night or things that you guys could have done better in their pick and rolls defensively?
I mean, we just sucked all around, mate, honestly, just hands down. Yeah, it was just crap. From all aspects, mate, just communication standpoint, just all the little things, mate. Line up screens, making the right reads, physicality, you name it, mate. They were getting anything they wanted, you know. So, I mean, it's not an easy fix, but it's like something, you know, we just got to fix. That's fixable. I'll say that. You know what I mean? Not the end of the world.
Steve, is there a connection between the issues y'all had last night in pick and roll and some of the ones y'all had in other games? Like, for instance, like Utah, when y'all went to Utah, they were hitting y'all 3 or 4 plays in a row in pick and roll. Are those games connected, or are they kind of different games in themselves?
Connected.
Like in the breakdowns y'all are having on defense.
Oh, they're the same. I mean, it consists of the same thing. I mean, it's the same problem, kind of just like a little tweak here and there, if that makes sense. So one thing could be position of where the ball's at. You know what I mean? Like extending it out, or even just, you know, that helps out a lot. But if they got a great shooter, maybe it's better to have them. I don't know. It really depends on the team you're playing, you know. But it is, you know, it is the same problem all around. You know, it's just, again, it's like something old, mate. It's just like you got to do the basics. Got to constantly do reps with the basics in order for the whole thing to work. You know, it's all the small little things that'll make the end of the play more ideal in your favor, if that makes sense.
You've mentioned the guards before and the responsibility that they have in pick and roll coverage.
Because it's all their fault. Bloody guards. It's never the big's fault. They get all the credit.
But how much does what the guard do impact the backside? Like whether it's Jeremy or whoever's coming over from that side?
I mean, it's both. So it's like a pick and roll defense isn't just 2. Mm-hmm. You know, it isn't. So like, especially for our ones, you know, we're putting two guys on the ball, right? So the faster the guard can get back in front, and then I can get back out to my guy, that window of opportunity for them will it'll shorten that, which is more ideal. That's all it means, bro. The longer, like, you get some really, and it sounds easy. Maybe it sounds easy, but it's simple. But you get the guards who are quite savvy. You know, say Chris Paul, for instance. He knows what we're doing. He'll hold that guard on the side. Knows that I have to stay there until the guard gets back in front, and then he just starts picking apart from there, right? You know, kind of just messes around like that. So, yeah.
Steven, some teams are more likely to drop the big. You don't drop a lot. You're playing a lot more. What are the differences there? What are the challenges, advantages, disadvantages?
Advantages, disadvantages. So the drop, what you're really giving up is just jump shots, kind of with a drop coverage. Kind of like you don't mind them taking those non-paint 2 sort of things, and you know, kind of that's pretty much it, mate. It's just that obviously you'll get some downhill. I mean, a lot of teams who play against us, we manage to get downhill just because I get the guy on the ball and then he goes downhill against the big. I guess the advantage for what we're doing is just it kind of puts them in a little bit of a tough bind. But again, say Portland, if they're really good at finding the pocket, you know, that's obviously the Achilles heel, you know, of the thing is just you're putting two on the, especially if they have a great shooter. Usually with great shooters, and they find the pocket, there's so much room for them to kind of do their thing, you know. So that's where Nurkic finds a lot of success, you know, against us, because now it's 4 and 3 on the backside, which is tough. But again, it does shut off the potential drives from the guy with the ball, stuff like that. Kind of messes up their offense, their rhythm, and certain things. But yeah, mate, it's good enough, mate. There's enough words for you.
Do you find that the way that you guys do it, you're giving up fewer corner threes as a result? I mean, you're talking about not allowing the drives downhill. Do you feel like that can prevent corner threes from coming?
Yes. I mean, if everything's working well, you know, everything's going to plan, 100%. Yeah, it does help with it. Not saying I'm going to take it away, but again, it all comes down to that small window. Yeah. So The more, if we're executing like we did, say last night, if we did it properly, then we should have been able to shut them off quite nicely, and then they would have to play like one-on-one. That's usually what happens, you know. You shut them down like that, they kind of get stuck, and then they settle for one-on-one bucket, which is ideal for us, you know, as long as we contest it. Yeah. Enough words, guys.
Anybody else? Thanks, Steve.
Good enough.
Thanks.